Got a little Cisco action going today here, folks. Yeah, that's right. We got a little Cisco. Cisco. Yeah, it's like a 2016. Basically. Basically. I get my specs on because I can't take it. No, our eyes. The eyes. Okay, stop. Okay. Cisco. It's basically a data access gizmo to plug into your server. It's got, of course, a whole bunch of data ports there, and you plug it into like the main gizmo server, and then everybody can access it. Yeah, a little bit older. Yeah. Actually, we got 3 of those guys. There's 2 here, but I have one already whipped apart. Let's start right away. Let's start right on in on here. I took the brackets off. You can see the brackets on this guy down here, right? I took the brackets off. And of course I took out all the screws. About, whatever, 50, 60 screws or something like that. Anyway, this dude will open up now here. Such as that. This hunk of metal. Aha! Okay. Power supply. Let's turn this thing around. Like that. I can actually push and pull here. As we do. Yeah, we unplugged it. Yeah, we got a little bit of gold connectors there. Okay. So off to the side. This little guy too. Same exact thing. A little bit of gold connectors. Got a little power supply gizmos in there, right? Maybe a smidge more something in there. I haven't looked yet. It's got this little fan, block assembly here in the middle to keep things cool. Again, a little bit of gold in the connector. Hopefully you guys can see that. Anyway, let's move right along. That's moving right along. We stick all this metal here. Okay. Now this guy here has got a little bit of action going on. Of course, these connectors got a little bit of gold in them. The corresponding connector to the power supplies. Same with the fan, little gizmo. I don't know if you see it, but that was actually pretty good. I don't know why they got so much gold on the fan, but maybe it's critical, I'm sure. Don't let it get hot. Yeah. Also, these guys here, being kind of an industrial server, I'm not positive how thick the gold is on all these RJ45 connections, but might be a smidge better. It very well could be. I got that off on the other one, of course, playing around with it a little bit before I did this video, just to see what we got. Now these guys here, this guy here, all these guys that are heat sinked, pretty good looking semiconductors. This one here for sure is a BGA. Actually, I think they're all BGAs, but this one here you can see a little bit of gold on it. This is like maybe the main processor gizmo. And it's got a few other good things on here too. If you can see that totally good or not, but right here, it's one of those gold band oscillators. They keep things, the clock figured out, but it's got a nice little gold band around them. And they're like a good CPU, a good ceramic CPU, like Intel, 92, 93 version, will have like a 1/10, maybe even 1 or 0.12 per semiconductor, per CPU. These little guys by weight are about that good, so they're pretty good. You need a lot of them to equal a big old CPU, but yeah, pretty good. And there's another one right there, right here, and there's a few more. Oh yes, one more here. 1, 2, 3. There was 4. Oh yeah, there's another one. 4 right there. Yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, those are pretty good. Some of these will have gold in them for sure. I think it's memory, and maybe these flat plaques might have a little bit too, tiny bit. But anyway, the connectors for sure. Oh, these guys here, these are pretty good actually. I was pretty surprised about these because you pull them out and you can see a nice little gold finger on there, right? Just a little guy, but nevertheless, These are like little optical readers, you know, you stick in a fiber optic. So I haven't torn into those yet, but yeah, they got a screw in them. And we certainly are going to. There's another one, so there's basically 4 of these dudes. I'm gonna whip out the screws here, and I'll be right back. Peace, baby. Yeah, folks, I brought over a couple of tools. Get things off here. I'm gonna try these guys. Cause I knocked them off with the my chisel. This guy here yesterday. Yesterday, but let's see how this guy does. So good. Oh, there we go. Woohoo! Okay. Got a hunk of aluminum. All right. Worked pretty good. Let's try another. Oh, that one chipped on the back. Same with this one. Got into the cracks such as that, and yeah, that works good. That's maybe easy way. Yeah, folks, so these extruded aluminum heat sinks I'm putting in here. You can see I got the ones in there from the other guy I did yesterday. They look pretty good, so I figured, well, we better show these guys. And putting the stainless off of these guys in a separate container, and of course some of the gold products in here. Mostly just pins in this guy. This guy here I've been putting in the big semiconductors. There's some other ones in here too, but they're all basically BGA chips, you know. Yeah, kind of. I've been putting also good caps in here, fairly big ones like this, which these guys have silver and or sometimes palladium. Yeah. So one by one we do things that, right? This BGA, of course, we got to whip off here too. We can do that real quick here. Let's do it with, I like doing it with this chisel here lately. And I can do very selective recovery of some of these chips, instead of taking everything off the board and then having to sort it like a crazy person. Put them in there. Yeah, that's right. So this guy here's got to, of course, come off here. It's got some little plastic gizmos to hold it on, and a spring. Pull it off like that. It's a nice extruded aluminum heatsink. Just knock that bit off like that. Okay. Chuck another one in there. There we go. Get over there. These guys are Broadcom chips. That's right, Broadcom. Okay. The other half of that dude. Oh, this is actually the good side, I do believe. Just chop these off. It seems to be the fastest and best way. Just run the chisel underneath them like that. On all of them. On these too. It's not convenient to do it here. Over there at my other spot where I have a big hunk of metal, it really works well. Some of these chips here come off real nice and easy here at the little tap. Just a little tap, right? If you do it too hard, they go flying, so you gotta be careful. I'm going to build another station also that actually is a chip anti-flyer station where they will be caught up instead of flying every which way. I need to do that. I've been wanting to do it for a while. There they are. Okay. These definitely look like RAM. Little RAM chips. There it goes. So gold band oscillators, I'll put them straight in with those guys. Yeah, hopefully you can see the gold around there. Pretty cute little guys. You look for those, they're pretty good. A little bit of gold there, right? It's, yeah, look like that, little square gizmos. All right. Hey folks, what I've been doing here, as you can see, I got a few little capacitors there, multi-layered ceramic capacitors, MLCCs. There's a couple more right here, like this one here, that one, these guys. Nice big fat little guy. This way I kind of cherry pick the board, right? Instead of just knocking off like all these aluminum capacitor cans and you know, some of these guys here. But yeah, there's a few more little capacitors here, right? They could be good ones, so trying to go around here, just, there's another one. Knock those guys off just like that, just kind of very selectively. There's a couple on the ground. And any of the other little semiconductors, little tiny guys even, sometimes I knock off there. Because, yeah, sometimes they got precious metals too. You know? So all these guys, I've just been sweeping them off, of course, into my hand, such as that, and dumping them on into here. You can see we got a whole bunch of various ones in there. I got some of the bigger dudes in there just like I can get a meter on them, see if they're a capacitor. Because if they start charging up, then I know, yeah, they're holding some kind of charge or a capacitor. Anyway, yeah, there's a bunch in there now. And we're getting some going here again. One of these little guys apart here. One little screw in it. It's got a seam of metal. I think it just wraps around there. That. There we go, look at that. That's pretty good. Look, a stainless pile. Yeah, so nice little gold finger on that dude, huh? Laser diodes or whatever. So I'm just going to pull that dude off like that. There might be a little gold there too, huh? There's gold on this guy on the other side. A couple little semiconductors. Yeah. Bust that off. That's a hunk of aluminum. Yeah, and yeah, we got these two little laser diode gizmos. So the back side of them, if we can see that gold on there. Right, hopefully. The sunlight. Yeah. Anyway, there's the back side. Got gold on the back of the can there. Move this guy over. I got a special project for him. Hey folks, these guys here, if this guy butted right up against this big hunk of steel, a couple of wangs and they come right off. And so I'll show you here. I'll just take a chisel and wang it here and on the other side, and they fly right off. See underneath the edge here, right? A wang or two. That from this side over here. And it flies off just like that. There we go. Now we just peel those guys off. It's stainless. Then we can get to the goodies. With this side. Yeah. Then this guy on the end here. One shot Louis. Here's the good one in the middle, actually. It's the best one of the bunch. That's the good one. Folks, I'm gonna wrap this. Let's wrap it up. I took one of these power supplies, just like this guy, apart. This is all the goodies from it right here. A little bit of wire, motor, a couple of coils here with it, a couple of the low-grade boards we can turn in, right? Also, a few more little pieces of copper here that are coated. Plug here also. Got a few transistors here. May have a little bit of goodies in them. Also had these components. Yeah, all these little components came off these PCBs. This is aluminum. This, of course, is steel. And then, of course, I got a whole nother one here. I'm going to check online and see if anybody needs one of those on eBay. Because if you need a power supply, let's get one for 20 bucks or something. That'd be a piece of baby for me. Yeah, that's right. Okay, this guy here had the steel top on it. There's a little bit of a beating to get it off there. I don't see any real good gold right off the bat, but it probably has some in there. These are all those Broadcom chips and a few other ones that were strategically placed on the board. These are the little fiber optic readers that were in there. Used to be fibers in there, and so they got a little bit of gold on them. There's 4 of them per machine. These guys are all where the RJ45 connectors plug in. You've got pretty good pins on them for that type of a connector. Also have a semiconductor with the pins there, you can see, right? At the end of my thumb. So what I'm going to do is strip the wire, you know, the gold pins off there and that little semiconductor on all these guys. Every one of them's got this guy here too, which the whole thing looks like this originally, right? Let me get off your pin. Right, looks like that, and then this is inside there, which has a little bit of copper, but it's easy to snip that dude off and then chip off these 2 guys, and I can process them that way. I gotta do that with all these. This is some of the bigger connectors here. There's not much there, but the end of them have some gold. Well, here's a good connector here. Of course, this is a pretty good gold connector. Actually, it looks like the best connector in the whole bunch, personally. Anyway, yeah, we got a few more little goodies here. And this whole board, you know, once I clean up these guys here, I'll just recycle this whole board as low-grade PCBs. That's right, we'll recycle that. So yeah, we got quite a bit of stuff off of one. And of course I got one that I already did, and I have this one still too. So I had 3. And of course, it's got a pretty good metal case we got to deal with. And that's about the whole kit and caboodle. Not bad. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Yeah, all in all, these things weigh, originally there, probably, let's say 18, 20 pounds. So, yeah, we probably have, these probably weigh about, yes, here, yeah, I'd say about 8 or 10 right there, those 2, that box. And of course we got all this stuff that came with it, which is just steel. And then all these guys are stainless, right? And then of course I got a bunch of little MLCCs like I told you, and then a bunch of extruded heat sinks. Not bad for this guy. Pretty happy. That worked out okay. That's my story today, baby. And I'm sticking to it. You guys have a great day. Remember, baby, I love you, man. I do. Go out and search and find some of this stuff. There's a treasure trove of this stuff around. You just got to keep looking. And it takes a lot of work. You know, this is no lazy game. Ain't no lazy game. We're lazy and we just get the gold. No. To get the gold takes the work, man. It always does. But it's worth it, right? Anything worthwhile takes a lot of effort. Peace, baby. I love you, man.